Hi my friends, how are you doing? Alright, so now I'm going to show you our volunteer work. So you have an idea, the phases and the years. I've been working with volunteer in general to help our planet Earth the best I could. Okay, so the first work I had, in reality, my first volunteer year, I was about 14 years old when I helped my parents at their school in Brazil, their Waldorf school in Brazil. And after that, I started working when I was 15 years old at that same Waldorf school. And then after that, in 1993 was my first volunteer work helping other people, not at my own parents' school. So I went to the Seringal in Amazon and Amazon rainforest. And after that, when I came back to my own city, I was so enthusiastic. I joined this organization and I gathered clothes, I got medicine, I went to pharmacies, to give them warm medicine. And I actually sent everything I could, really, really the best. It was a real gift. Okay. And when we went, we helped as well. But when we came back was our main shipping. It was really great to help them. Okay, so, and we start working with that nonprofit organization, and we plant trees. I organize a group of people, board members, and I also met with the national people in charge. It was really great. Did great work. Okay, so in 1996, I started a group. I had a group with some other teachers of my parents' private school, and we did parties, private parties, and also volunteer parties. The private parties were birthday parties in general. A few others, that people hire us, such as Christmas parties or other parties that we did. And we dress up, we did a lot of games. It was a real gift. And the volunteer parties were to help people somehow. We did for orphanages, quite a few public schools. We did for different churches. Even churches was not even mine. It was a real gift. And we helped the way we could. We did games, we did puppet shows. We went to the children's cancer hospital there in my city. And we did also quite a few things like that. It was a real gift. And we did games on the street where I lived, and with children, different children. One day I decided to get those children that live close to my house in a rural area, and I decided to teach them every week. So we sang songs. We had we can say today, a choir, a garden choir, right? That's the word I use today. So it was really nice because it was not a professional choir. We just started singing. We sang at different places of the city. We went to Botanical Garden. We went to 2 different malls, big malls of the city that's still there nowadays. And we went to friends' house and sang for them. We went to their parents, few of those parents' houses. That was really nice. We celebrate the 500 years of independence of Brazil. We had a huge effort. Some parents helped us to have costumes for everyone. We got a church that they borrow us and we could use their space to do our presentation. And what else? And things like that. Anyways, then I came to United States and I started to get money. I kept sending that money to this group. It's called Raio de Sol. I didn't put it here. Raio de Sol. So for some of the presentations, such as that one at the Botanical Garden, I think we had 64 children that day. But they were about 100 because some came more for one activity, some came for another, and from children to teens, all ages you can imagine. Because they brought with them siblings and was really a gift. Okay, so here in the United States, I kept sending money, and two teachers, my father, my mother in Brazil, kept doing some special events such as seasonal festivals with them, and we gave them food and things like that. They sang, and when I went to Brazil, I gave a lot of baskets of food when I was there. And the years I spent Christmas here, I sent money for them to get baskets of food and give to other people, and they did it, and with some other helps as well. My brother helped, other friends helped, and so on. So it was really a gift. And here I volunteered the Port Salerno Boys and Girls Club. We did we did two plays. We practiced, we performed, we also practiced recorders, songs, music on recorders, and we did beautiful presentation. I created a play, and the other play we already was Waldorf based, and was really beautiful. And then I volunteered with Edible Gardens at two other Boys and Girls Club, quite for a while. It was really a gift. The one here in Palm City I did for about a year or so. It was really nice. Okay, so we moved on. And then came this great willing to help people in Africa, quite for a long time. But here was the first time that something really happened. I started helping Charity Water. We made cookies, we talked to neighbors, to friends, and donate a few dollars we could get because I didn't have much money anymore. But that was the first time we got actually something happen to help. Oh, here we also, we help people with better teeth. We selected the ones we could help. I think we helped 8 people or so. We helped an elder lady that adopted 6 children with her daughter, children from Brazil. They were not even from Brazil, and was really a gift. And we also helped these people with teeth. We did some food baskets and things like that. So here we help Charity Water. And we try so much, the best we could we went to the beach, we went to parks and tried to do fundraising and really did the best we could with the money we could. All right, so after that I thought, well, they don't need only water, they need the house, they need education, they need schools. And then came my second printed paper, but this time was for Africa. The first printing paper was to help my students, my Rio de Sol students. As I told you, that we took care of their teeth of some of them and did the best we could that way. All right, so here was the first big printout, the same as I did here in 2002, I believe. That was the first one. So this one was, and here I also gave my printout. I didn't give. I gave to them for a few days. They had to return. I gave to them for a few days. I took some pictures, and kept sharing the same mini albums of our work there. So get rich people to make their donations. And I actually used all the money. You can trust all the money. Didn't kept any. So it was a real gift. Here was my second printout. I sent this printout to many people. Here to my parents in Brazil and to friends I have here in Florida as well. And this plan included water wells like Charity Water is doing here, but also include food with gardens for us to plant a lot of fruit trees and real food, housing for them. And I imagine to have like proper gates and proper walls walls for them to be safe, and cameras and everything. And as we did before, because here at the Botanical Garden, we also did a lot of peace flags, right? That, my friend, was in 2000, that first year. Yeah, 2000 or 1999, that first, I don't have my notes here right now, but we did the Botanical Garden with a presentation of songs and waving of peace flags. Oh, it was beautiful. Anyways, so here we kept the peace flags, but this plan was for Africa only still. And then we moved on. So our fifth plan was here. So it was for Africa. It's not exact because I don't remember, didn't write it down. It's just for you to have a general idea, okay? It was for everyone to pray a lot for them to have peace and everything else I just said. Water, food, schools, and residential communities all properly made and everything. But on that time, it was only for the residential communities to be safe themselves. It was not for everyone everywhere. This was this plan here. I already had the 28 weeks because I didn't want to go into the 30s, right? This and we also had the plan to send volunteers, contact people in Europe, because I lived there before, contact people in the United States, Brazil, and send doctors, send dentists, send builders, send helpers. So that was this plan here. Okay? But here it got even better. Here was about to have people helping themselves. When the idea start, we can contact universities because we can have their emails, and every university will have many young students that not married yet, don't have very busy lives yet. So that's where it started. They are used to the weather, they are used to mosquitoes, they are used to the heat, and so on. So that was the first idea. After that came the idea of continue with the 28 weeks, start everyone at the same time, different countries, even Brazil, because I thought after this, I don't remember exactly when, but I thought, well, if I'm helping Africa, I also have to help Brazil, because goodness, Brazil is in bad shape. And if I'm helping Brazil, I have to help Florida, right? If I help Brazil, I have to help Florida, because right here close to my house, just a few years ago, they didn't have clean water. You believe that? They didn't have clean water. They were still purchasing a lot of water at Walmart, disposable bottles. The water passed in front of their homes. You imagine right here, Golden Gate. The water line passed right in front, but the connection was too expensive. One person told me it was more than $2,000 to connect. That's quite a few years ago. Now it's cheaper. But you imagine that? United States. So I thought, well, I cannot help Brazil if I don't help Florida. So it started coming this idea, from Africa, go to Asia, help Brazil, help Florida, and that. Okay, after that came the idea to help all countries, independent where they are, because some are too rich, some are too poor, some have everything, some have nothing. So for everyone to share people, work at their own places, but also help all countries, Then came the idea to have a real government. I said, well, why not? We have the idea, let's have the whole idea, because if Rudolf Steiner created Waldorf School 100 years ago without internet, we can do much better this time because we have internet, right? We have to find a way, and we will find a way, because my friends, I know that there are many families with good heart, many people good heart in all countries. And we will find these people. And you that are listening us right now, everyone, we're going to inspire every single person of this planet Earth to do what? To be kind and good, very simple as it is. Okay, so this is this plan here. And then came idea with the peace points. I don't know exactly when I have that, but came the idea to have peace points because money make people greedy and humanity have a bad shape for that. So quite a few things change. The idea here, the arrows were still coming to go this way. Here I forgot to say. On the plan number, don't even remember. I think the plan number 3 or 4. Oh yeah, 3. The idea was for us to, I thought, because for me, you know, the type of person I am, I have to be on the east side by the water. And so I was coming this way with my team, and I was going to get other volunteers doing exactly the same on this side. So if we were here, they were doing the same here. If we were here, they were doing the same here. If we were here, they were doing the same here. That's how was the idea, for us to have a lot of equilibrium and be successful, because Africa has quite many problems, from mosquitoes to civil wars. So we had to do something really balanced to be able to succeed what? Spiritually, to inspire people, to touch their hearts, and also to work, do the water wells, have those schools with proper walls, you know, and keys and cameras, so they're safe. Goodness, a lot. Anyways, so that was the plan. And here, I don't know exactly when the idea started, but then I thought, well, let's do here, but we're not meeting in the middle. That's what this X means. We stop having the idea to come here, and we already have the idea to go everywhere the same day. So we're going here and someone here, no. Everyone in all cities would start on the same day. So more or less here that came the idea. So here they had the peace points, and the government came the idea to have city offices in every single county. So if we have the city office, because how we would get organized governments of all types with documents that are so old, from museums to nowadays? Impossible. So came the idea to start everything new, have city office, and get out every old government. So more or less was here this idea. And talk to them, inspire them, but also ask them to resign, ask people that work at the government to resign, because they're not good. They're not good. Some countries, even that they say they're republic and they're democratic and they ask for votes and they fake out votes. Here in the United States happened since 2000 something. I heard about that. Brazil happened many times. So how are we going to trust? So we're not doing votes. So came the idea to do city office, our own government, and with peace points, the best families would get those positions. So more or less is that. And then came the idea of it's always addition, right? I'm just telling you a few changes and additions. Sorry, the camera is blurry. Oh, here we got it. Then came the idea to have the White Horse City line, right, all around the globe, and no one would live above and below the same degree level. Came the idea to have 4 educational sites, and came the idea to take off the conference weeks, you know, the President Conference Week out of the 28 weeks. So we would have more 28 weeks and be able to visit more countries. And then came the idea to two separate books, because too many details was coming for the 28 weeks. So we would have one book for the 28 weeks, one book for the permanent rules and guidelines for the international constitution, that we would improve at the conference, but would be international constitution royal blue book. So would be two books, okay? And now at the 28 weeks, sorry, not this one. That's the 8th plan that came, the idea for us to have, instead of 28 weeks, because too many exceptions. Some is just for the 28 weeks, some is for 1 more year, 2 years, some is, I said, even 4, some is for 10, and some is for the 20, or last year of changes. After that, nothing can be changed. Until the 20th year from the organization launching day, we can have movies to be evaluated and approved, songs, right? Details like for arts in general, right? Production. So I thought, you know what? Let's make this one book. So one book for the first 20 years. That's gonna be all these details along, and then one that will be still the permanent one. So both of them will be printed at the soon after the end of the 28 weeks. And here as well, printed. Because we have to be responsible to do such a thing. This is not a joke, my friends. This is a good, important work done with responsibility for us to have a good humanity. Life is not a joke. Our families is not a joke. Our countries are not a joke. Our waters, our lands are sacred and not a joke. We have to stop having negative practice. We have to focus on having only high standards for everything we do. So we're going to print both of them and have 28 weeks for any improvement, because we're going to visit countries. Visit, and also work. We have 8 weeks in Brazil, we have 8 weeks in 4 weeks in United States, and the other 4 weeks we don't know where we'll be, because we'll be the International President's Conference. We are going to work, but we don't know yet where we will be. So we'll be 8 and 8 weeks just for that, and then we continue with the 28 weeks, but not counting the conference weeks is out of it, the 8 weeks of conference, because came the idea to have 2 different conferences, one for the presidents and one for 10 professionals of each area, to listen them, to see their notebooks, to improve our rules and guidelines, okay? Because that's for millenniums, centuries and millenniums. It's not only for a few centuries like we had in the past. Leaders, great leaders that came, but they were not perfect because many was missing. Okay, so we have both books printed and a big, huge international boat parade twice. And every year after that, and special occasions, we already said that. But here, as soon as we complete the 28 weeks, we are going to have a huge international boat parade. And also here, at the end of the International President Conference week, that 4 weeks, that basically will be everyone at home, and the families with the headquarters will be meeting one of these countries, okay? Because people need to be home anyways. So they're going to be 4 weeks, so every street will be empty. People are going to be at their residential communities, and plant, because they have to plant food before they go to help the 28 weeks. So in a few words, that's what it is, okay? So we're going to have both books printed, and basically is that. Okay, so After that plan, you know, because a few things blend over, but anyways, just for you to have an idea, came this last plan. Basically, instead of having the white horse city line all the way there close to Alaska, right in Canada, we got a new line. This new line is Salt Lake City. The map is blending, but it's okay. I made round, but you know it's straight. It's just, you know, for purpose. So it will be the Salt Lake City line, and here also the reference line. That is the a city in San Carlos de Bariloche in Argentina, more or less, just for you to have an idea, because I showed you this earlier, right? So it's right here, San Carlos de Bariloche. So all this part here, Chile and Argentina, gonna be gone. So that's the line, just and for you to have an idea. Okay, all right. And that line on the top go all the way until here, Portugal. You know, when Portugal is like that and Spain come over. So it's more or less right this line. For you to have an idea, go all the way until close to North Korea. All right? Okay. So this came the idea, instead of coming this way, so if we're here in Brazil, instead of coming this way and go to Asia countries, we are coming straight at the line of Sahel. We are not going to call Sahel because hell in English is a very bad word, but we are going this way. It's more straight, it's more clear. So here we have some movement, but it's okay, you know, it's mostly straight. So that's where the headquarters is gonna go. We are not saying to anyone exactly where we will be until we already left the place and are already in a new location. But we decide to go here because it's more straight, it's more clear, and they need a lot because all the deserts right here, right? The main Sahara Desert, the very hard one is right there. So, and that's where we're gonna work, okay? With water wells, water from lakes, water from rivers, and water from the ocean, like this beginning here and here. We are going to already have a way to bring water from the ocean, clean it, whichever is possible, you know, whichever is possible, because we can have plants, we can have, you know, we can use machines, we can use sand, we can use a bunch of different things. So this here, you know, the first places, and also here, that's how we're gonna do it. Okay, now, as I told you, we don't know where we are going to do the international conference. So if we do here United States, it says Florida, but, you know, can be even Canada, can be Mexico, who knows, here. We come here to Brazil because I have to work, it's my own country, I have to help them. And then we start our line. If we're gonna be in South America somewhere, Argentina or whichever, then we come to work here and then we start our line. But our main line of work will be that one, okay? So you have an idea. So, so I already said about the better line, that's the Salt Lake City. And we decide to have two separate conferences, so it will be 4 weeks and 4 weeks after. We have a break of a week, 10 days or so, 10 days, and then have the other conference soon after. And actually have everyone from preschools to doctorate, all teachers, and teach 10 people of each different teachers, and even engineers, builders, you know, even simple people. They're gonna be cutting bricks properly without wasting anything, and plumbers, electricians. So we need everybody. Check their notebooks, make sure their writing is good. So we're gonna work a lot on this other conference as well. This conference, we have no idea where we'll be. Can be because if we start here, we can do there. If we start there, we can do here, or we already do where we're gonna be. The main thing is to be safe, okay? because we are going to invite people from the community. So people will know we are there. It's different than here. Here we establish and nobody gonna be talking to other people, right? So the headquarters will be safe all along. And we also decide to have, I already said that earlier, 2 different books that I already explained. So that is what it is, my friends. And, a long time ago, maybe the 6th plan or so, 6th or 5th plan, I can't remember right now. We had the idea, I don't remember, 5th or 6th, we had the idea to improve the shape of the countries, make them more harmonious, the ones that are too big, diminish them, the ones that are too small, combine with others, so I don't really remember, but that was the work we did today. And I just submit, we had today a live stream, and I also posted the video. August 11th, 2022. Oh, and here, where is it? Sorry. Our 8th plan. Here we also decide that January 1st, 2023 will actually be year 1. Because, my friend, we need an humanity. We're just gonna, people gonna know how they do it. If they have any question, they can check online. For example, for anything they need, if it's hard for them to calculate, they just go online at our website and calculate. So we're not going to have, because first I thought it's not right. We're gonna have another everything again, but we cannot be based in Jesus for these 2,000 years. We cannot be based in China years as well. So we need something completely new, because everything we're doing, no one have done that before. We're writing everything, all the rules and guidelines, and it's the same basic constitution book for all countries of all continents. And they're just gonna add a few pages before they're printed out, because you're not going to have a 3rd book. So they're just going to print out specifics, because we're going to have on our website every county specifics and every state and every country specifics going to already be printed and posted before they bind their version. And I'm going to spread all over. Every educational site will have them, and children are going to study and have tests about, right? As I already said in other videos, because we need to do that. We need to have a better humanity, and it's mandatory. People don't want. If anyone does not want to cooperate, what's going to happen? They can join the life renovation program with electric chair, because we need people that are willing, really willing, and will work united for us to have a better humanity. That's the only way, my friend, only way. Okay? All right? So I already organized the countries more or less, and at the conference we're going to make it better, because it's not so easy. We have to a lot of research, see where the rivers located, or big avenues or big highways, to divide those countries, or make imaginary lines. We already have them in all continents. We can continue doing that too. We still have satellites. I don't know, we have to find another way for internet, because satellite's not sustainable, and it's forbidden to go to other to go to space, to other planets, because that makes no sense. People trash the universe, leave things there, don't even pick up old satellites. We have to stop these things. We have to be better, right? And we will be better. Okay, my friends, so here it was just basic ideas for you to have an idea about my background of volunteering, and I'm gonna ask Andrew to post his volunteer work as well, for you to have an idea, and families from all countries that will really change their lives, they can also share and plan, make some short videos, because we're gonna need beautiful stories and beautiful movies, because we deserve to have movies, to have documentaries, right? Along the decades, while we have internet, while we have computers, we're going to have, so maybe you're the chosen one. So write stories, make some short videos, and then we will make proper videos. The chosen ones will make proper movies with those beautiful stories. Can also be a combination of stories. For example, one movie of 2 hours can have stories from different families, from different continents, because imagine, it will be a gift. Some people in Africa, my friends, they don't even have clean water. You know, their water have a lot of bacteria, very bad ones. They have cholera, they have animals, having pooing and drinking the river where they get the water. We have children and women carrying water for hours. Hours. They don't have water. Even in Brazil, rural areas, they don't have water. Their water dry, on a dry season, the water wells are not good enough. So, my friends, it's a lot of work. But we have many good people. I'm not saying for us, because we're doing new government for everyone, because that's the best way. But we have kind and good people in Brazil now, northeast of Brazil. They're implementing a program, I think from Israel, giving clean water to people, because we also have a small desert here. Nothing compared to here, but we also have a dry area here. And we have this great plan to cover our planet, right? With trees, fruit trees, do agroforestry everywhere. And we also have a plan to have all national state parks remodeled. We are not going to have like we had before. We're not going to have like we had before, because it makes no sense. State and national parks that are untouchable, that we already know that's not positive, not sustainable. We have to remove, we have to pass tractors, we have to aerate the soil, mix with hay, mix with everything we can. Animals that are not eating, all those animals, mammals of all types, reptiles of all types, we are going, if the population doesn't want, dogs, thousands, millions of dogs that we don't need. Population doesn't want, because they're all mammals, right? People eat this, they can eat another one. They are going to be put on these parks, because to increase bacteria, because that's our focus now. Our biodiversity won't be in having huge different animals that can hurt people, hurt each other. They don't evolve spiritually. They are very good in one thing, but they're not good in others. They need to born as humans to evolve all different capacities and evolve spiritually. Very simple as that. So we need those animals, to renew and be part of the extinction list, because that's not even huge birds. What are we gonna do with ostrich and all these huge birds we don't need? Okay? And everywhere, all over, gonna have their own food, edible gardens, their own chickens for meat and egg, and their own fish or other ocean like crustaceans, or whichever the population would eat, that is sustainable for that area. Okay, because we need, that's the only way. Okay, all right, my friends, a gift to be here with you today. Thank you so much for participation. Please work every day 1 hour. If you work all day, of course. But if you are retired, have more time, please, my friend, focus and get the work done. Focus and get the work done, because we need really to work. Share day and night, share with all the schools. Ask them to share with others. Every private school, every public school, every university, adult education, language schools, because they can remodel and be one of these other schools. If they are ready school, we have great chances that it's easy for them just to transfer to something else, because most of the time language schools are for what? For teens, right? For teens, for adults, right? So it will be really easy for them to become a school or an adult education, and or moving or not, because some have to move if they don't have enough land, or they can purchase the land beside them, right? Okay. All right, my friends. So I see you soon. Apply today. Be one of these 4 families for each country. The countries is an improvement here for the live stream I just made. The families that we are going to accept are families from all countries can apply. Why is that? Because they're official countries now. So there are 195 countries. So we have 193 countries part of the United Nations, plus Palestine and the Royal City. With exception of the Royal City, everyone else can apply. So we have 194 countries that can apply. But we are not, in the future, we're not going to have all these countries, because the Royal City, the Vatican, is the only one we're not set, because they're based on Christianism, right? And we are already not going to do any religion of any type. We're going to have our own religion, right? Our own simple religion. One God, one nature, gardens, clean water, clean land, and other things I already said. So, everybody from any of those official countries can apply, but we are only going to accept the first ones that apply according to the map I made. Okay, so let's say here, you see how many small countries we have here. The first family that apply from this area, the first 4 families, maybe one from here, maybe all from the same country, will be the one that will be approved. You understand? So let me give another example. So let's say here, for all these countries here, no, let's get this example. So from everyone in those countries, and also from the whole Canada that will apply for here, we will get the 4 first families. We will choose one. Okay? You understand? All right. So from Mexico, like that. The main thing is if it's an official country. It's official country. In this case, it will be from Canada. Okay? All right, because these are not official countries. States cannot apply yet. So we have to do it just the best we can, right? Okay, so the first that apply for that area, that's how it's going to be. And here in Africa, will be the same. The best as possible, we'll do the same to select them, according to where they are, or according to where they were officially. All right? Okay. All right, so thank you so much, and I see you soon, my friends. It will be a gift to have your participation at our International Country President Conference. See you soon. Be safe, be organized, and we'll be good. Okay, my friends, I really appreciate your attention, and I see you soon. It will be a gift for us to have our international conference to country presidents. I see you soon. So, my friends, I hope it's good for you to hear these things, our work, and has been a lot of work. This is not something you do in 1 hour or two, one day or two, a month or two, and not even 1 or 2 years. The peace program that got all these steps I showed you took quite a long time. From that first time I start planning to help Africa with water, clean water. That was the beginning of this work, of this other step of work, right? Helping our humanity, helping people in need somehow. It took a long time. I lost my papers many times. My emails were deleted many times from people I don't even know who. But people that were hired to see what I was doing, who I was, maybe they thought I was a spy, then they realized I'm just a teacher and a mother, and it got a little better. But I lost my work over and over. Sometimes I was right there writing my email. Here at the library, I saw someone it's when you're in an email, it's open your email right now, but you don't know who they are, where they are. Behind doors you don't see anything. Behind walls you don't see anything. But they even did hypnotize to me. I had once, my package was really thick, about 500 pages printed, almost 500. Because they got very thick with time, because I had the main titles, but the paragraphs I was improving, adding. So every time I would print, at the library, maybe 6 or 8 pages each day. I was bringing them home, and then I was cutting every line and gluing them on proper places. Okay, when my work was almost ready, my friend, they did hypnotize to me. I just went to the trash and I threw everything away. You believe that? Months and months of putting that in the paper, because I thought, oh well, if I would print it, no one would get it, right? It's not online where they can delete. So, my friends, please give value to this work, because there's a lot to be where we are right now. Now they left me in peace because they know I'm not a spy. They think I'm just crazy, and they are giving me a break, thanks God. And with your help, we're gonna make this happen. But I tell you, it's a lot of work, and not only for the peace work, even much before. So, my friends, I tell you, let's get united in the name of God, because evil has done his work towards me and towards many, many families of this planet Earth, towards many countries, towards many government leaders, towards many religious leaders, to don't do a good thing here on earth. But I'm telling you that our humanity belongs to God, the superior God, not the God that did bad things over the millenniums. Yes, how many thousands of years that we hear about negative things in our planet? Okay, so we have to focus in God, our superior force, our superior Father, really a real creator, and Mother Nature, and make it simple and hold hands with people of all races, people of all, from all countries, from all continents, okay? And the animals as well, that we have to pray a lot for them as well, for them to come to where we need, so we can get them and renew their lives as well, right? We need a lot of kindness and a lot of love in our heart for us to make this happen, and I really need your help. We need your help. We, the headquarters need your help. Andrew is also working really a lot, and united we are going to make this happen. Okay, all right. And I really appreciate everything you can do. My friends, it were many days. I'm getting up 4 o'clock, going to bed 11, 12, 1, 11, 12, 1, sometimes even 2. Months and months doing this, and then everything was gone. You believe that? In 5 minutes. I, and then when I went back to the trash, it was not there anymore. They took it, everything. And the container was not so full, was easy to see. My plastic bag was not there. I used to save them and also always hide them, but they had cameras inside my apartment. Here on the ceiling, I had popcorn ceiling, and they did hypnotize to me. In 5 minutes was gone. But anyways, now I have it at YouTube. You know, for some reason they let me be or have. You know, I change my emails. I don't even know how many emails I have. I kept changing over and over, because it's easier to open email than make a new password. And I'm trying to, even now that I have the laptop, I hide when I, so I put a folder and I try to type under the folder so those cameras won't see. And this way I'm trying. I open as a Clean Water and Peace Organization, this channel you're watching right now, and then I had to change for the Peace Organization just to try my best. And somehow, or they let me have, because, you know, probably they're monitoring better if I put that in the videos, you know, quite different people see instead of watching what I am typing. Instead of typing, they can see right away what I'm recording. But I hope, my friends, get your cell phones and type fast everything you see, because I don't know, I had videos deleted before. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they are FBA or CIA or who they are, but they are from the government. They are from the American government, because otherwise they couldn't do so good if they were from people here from other countries, like from Africa or Asia, because no one gonna be there. So they are from here, and I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are. Might be my own son, might be my roommate, might be neighbors, who knows. So my friends, please type. We need these 10 departments typed. Type and fast so we can have this done. When you come here, you know, all these families coming, we already have everything. We're just going to improve, because I cannot type anymore. There's way too many. We have about 200, but I know some videos were deleted, because my first videos, I have a pattern of my picture, and I did one for each department. The Department of Education is not there. I didn't even check the others. I thought I just have to pray. So as I said, maybe they're letting me have so many people can watch, you know, because we have very few views. 1 view, 2 views, 2, 3, 4 views. But probably they're hired to do that. So my friends, because I lost all my friends, I lost all my neighbors who used to talk to me, everyone. So my friends, please help. Please help. Type 2 departments, have them ready, save on your emails, and save in a good email. Open a new email if you need. All right, so, and you're gonna send, when you send your one email with all your documentation, already send these 2 departments you have chosen, so I can print. Okay, and if we need, we can print again, because we have emails coming over and over, and you can also post them again. Save them wisely. This way we have families from all countries with them saved. Okay, it will be a gift to have you here. Let's make this happen, my friend. It will be really beautiful. The peace program It's coming to planet Earth to stay with all proper rules and guidelines, everything really in a mandatory way, and everyone gonna really agree, because we need this work implemented on Earth, and we will make it happen. It's a gift talking to you, and I see you soon, my friends.